1 year later, how much money do we have in the bank account? Well, we saved $100 for 1 year, which earns 10%. So 100 times parentheses 1 plus 10%. And a year later, we will have $110. Now, 2 years later, how much money do we have? Well, after 1 year, we have $110, right? And this $110 will be earning 10% again in the second year. So it's 110 times 1 plus 10%. That will give us $121. Or using algebra, it will be the $100 which we saved or deposit in the bank account at time 0 times 1 plus 10% to the power of 2. So that will also give us the same answer, $121. Now, after 3 years, how much money do we have? Well, 2 years later, at the end of year 2, we will have $121, and that will keep earn 10% for another year. So it will be 121 times 1 plus 10%, which will give us $133.10. Or we can do this. At the beginning of this timeline, at time 0, we saved $100. That'll be earning 10% every year for 3 years. So 100 times 1 plus 10% to the power of 3. That will also give us the same answer, $133.10. So the future value of this $100 deposit at time 0, which earns 10% compound interest every year for 3 years, will be $133.10. And also, we get the generalized formula for future value, which is the present value. In this case, we also get the generalized formula for present value, which will be the present value. In our example, that's that $100 deposit at time 0 multiplied by parentheses 1 plus the compound yearly interest rate. In our example, that will be 10%. And then close the parentheses, reset to the power of n. And in this case, it will be 3 because we saved that for 3 years. And that will be 100 times parentheses 1 plus 10% to the power of 3. That will give us $133.10. So that $133.10 will be the future value. That $100 deposit at time 0, it will be the present value. And given the future value, how do we solve a present value? Also, we have the generalized formula. The present value will be future value divided by parentheses 1 plus the compound annual interest rate, and then close the parentheses, raise that to the power of n. In this case, it will be $133.10 divided by 1 plus 10% to the power of